Hey, assalamu alaikum everyone, and welcome to today's sand update. And just as I told you yesterday that I'm going to keep you updated with sand as well, but I do think if you watched yesterday's video, that was one of the best decisions, telling you that limit your risk and do not take risk too much. But there's a potential pattern, it's not a confirmed one, that is bearish, that can form on sand on the daily time frame. And if this one happens, then this one is going to drop really badly, potentially drop even 70%. And I do know that I'm sounding a little bit bearish here, but I don't want to be bearish, I don't want to sound bearish, but it's a matter of breaking support and respecting resistances. At the moment we're safe, but I'm actually going to make you aware. The only thing that I'm going to do on the channel is, whether you like it or not, it's not, people don't get me wrong when I sound bearish. If I sound bearish, guys, it's just to give you a warning, it's just to give you a precaution that a danger can come in cryptocurrencies. If you don't take my word as a friendly advice there, then you might end up learning it the hard way, as I used to do as a beginner when I used to do mistakes. So these are experiences that I want to share with you. It's not to tell you that, hey, don't buy this or the project or anything. People say it's a nice project, it's a metaverse project, it's gonna go up, it's gonna do this. Look, Bitcoin is also one of the best projects out there in the world, but it does drop by 80% as well. It doesn't mean it's a bad project, right? Same can happen with sand, same can happen with a lot of cryptocurrencies out there. So let's talk about this and where can sand go in the immediate short term. Okay, and first of all, the pattern that I want to talk about is a ascending broadening wedge, and these are bearish. Do you see this? This could turn into an ascending broadening wedge because the channel is broadening, it's becoming up, and the channel here is also widening itself. Okay, you know what, I'm gonna tell you the difference between a channel and a broadening channel. Now, a channel is very same, they have the same line, something like that. Do you see that? And let me show you link for a perfect channel that can. I'm gonna show you one example, and the reason why I'm making you very aware. I've seen this one before, and look, this was a channel, went up like this, went up like that, it broke out of the channel, came to where you formed the channel, and because of Bitcoin we dumped even more farther down there. Do you see that? So how does this compare to sand? Well, the difference here is that instead of having a parallel channel, very similar channel, you start to form a channel that wides like this. Do you understand that? And these are bearish because I'm going to show you here. You can write in ascending and you can write in broadening wedge, just like that. And I'm going to show you the image and this, how bearish these things are. For example, this one, do you see that? You do have the price objective right there, and when they break out of this support line, it goes down to where you form that broadening wedge. Do you see that? So if I show you sand right now, then if you ever lose support of this line, this white line down there, you know, this here, you break out and you've passed the retest. Now listen very carefully. So you are on a learning phase and everything should be taken into consideration. So you broke out, then you went back up, you had another fake out, then you went back up. Now what you want to see for sand is, of course, breakdown, fill the retest, and that's going to take you even down to $1.6. Yes, because that is the bottom of where you started forming this ascending broadening wedge. And this is not my own thing, this is based on chart reading and nothing biased here, no like unfair decisions going on at the moment. And where is sand going to stop in the midterm? Of course it's bearish, and I do believe it's gonna drop in the next coming few days, and that's the reason why I told you yesterday that it's not looking good. People are selling and we are very overbought, and this is looking to go a little bit down there. So I'm going to go into the indicators as well, and I'm going to bring in the, you know, Bollinger Bands here. I'm going to click on Bollinger Bands just like that, and yeah, we do find the Bollinger Bands, and you have the upper, you're going to have the upper limit there, you're going to have the middle limit right here, and you're going to have the lower band right there, right? So when I do believe the middle, you know, the middle band right now is telling that this is, I do believe that the middle band is telling that this is coming near the $5 or come to touch this trend line at least, and then have a reaction maybe towards the upside, and then come down like this. Okay, so as long as you're never going to lose this broadening wedge, descending broadening wedge. And as a matter of fact, let me tell you one more thing. Do you see the lower band right there, where the lower band is? If you ever start losing the middle band and you lose this trend line as well, that's bearish. It is what it is. Lose support, fail the retest, and look where the lower band really is. It's almost near to that place where you form this ascending broadening wedge. Look, everything is connected to one another. So be careful on this one, and I'm not going to trade it. And VeChain, I told you an alternative. As long as you're not trading sand, at least buy VeChain, because that one is all about the risk, guys. Yesterday I told you an important lesson about the risk taking and how much you are willing to afford to lose. Now, me personally, I want to take zero risks, guys. I want to take zero risk, or at the most 2% risk. I don't want to take and buy a coin that can actually burn me all the way down and to say, oh, I'm going to hold it, it's going to go back up. No, if you know that, if you feel you're not confident that it's going to go up, don't bother yourself there. If plan A doesn't work, remember there are other 25 alphabets in letters in the alphabets, right? So go for the plan B. If the plan B that doesn't work, go for the C until you don't go for the Z. If anything doesn't work, go for the plan 1, 2, 3. That's an infinity. One day you're gonna be successful. So this one for me, as I said yesterday, is close your trades. But remember, the day we're gonna have the dips, the day we're gonna be reaching down there, or the day we're gonna have discounts, and please, I love discounts, man. From here, if we ever even go down there, an 80% discount for me, I'm gonna buy it any given day. And at the moment, if you want to, guys, if you want to take an entry, let it go down by 42% and touch this trend line or the middle band right there, right? So I'm going to remove all of these things. I'm going to hide the Bollinger Bands as well. So let me bring back the 20 EMA as well. So at least for me at the moment, I do believe it's coming down to the 5.3 or $5, $4.7 region. It's safe to say $5.5. Touch the 5.5, maybe have a reaction as well from here. And all in all, we're gonna see in the next coming few days what it does. Until then, I'm gonna sit on the sidelines here, okay, and I'm gonna watch what is happening. As a matter of fact, I'm just gonna have that bird's view right there. So be a bird here, look down there, what's happening. Don't take any decision very quickly. Let it come down and let it make some patterns, some bullish patterns or a reversal patterns, and then we're going to take an entry when it's looking good and when the setup is looking amazing. Until then, hope you enjoyed this one, and I'm going to see you tomorrow with a new one. Allah Hafiz.